What is up, you beautiful people? Welcome back to the Jordan Davis podcast. I am your host, Jordan Davis, and on today's episode, I got a movie review for you, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be big because the movie review I'm going to be doing for you, it's Godzilla vs Kong. I'm going to tell you who were the standouts, who won, who lost, and how epic it was. Now, I want to first say this will be a non-spoiler review, the first half of it at least. And the second half, we're going to go straight into spoilers because I got a lot to say. So, before we get into that, I want to thank everyone that listened to my videos, watch my videos, and the people that are new listeners and new watchers. I want to thank you. And anyone that is new, I talk about all movies, DC, Marvel, Star Wars, any kind of movies in general. And so if you like that, come watch my videos. Comment below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell at the bottom so you really know when all my videos come out about the movies that I talk about. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Godzilla vs. Kong. Non-spoiler review. Now, I have to say this was probably my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2021. And obviously because of the pandemic, it was supposed to come out last year. And so, everything got pushed up to 2021. So, now here we are, and I have to, give you a backstory. I really like the first Godzilla. I really like the second Godzilla, Kings of the Monster. I think King of the Monsters. I think that's what it is. And I was really hyped for this because this is the fight of the century. I mean, Godzilla, big lizard. Kong, big ape, going to duke it out. And before going into this movie, I was Team Godzilla because I grew up watching Godzilla. I love the movies. I love the Japanese movies. Even though there's been some hit and misses with those movies, I still love them. I'm still a big Godzilla fan. And seeing the last 2 movies, and especially seeing the recent Godzilla movie, King of the Monsters, I was a real big fan of that. Not just the fighting, but the score of it. I listened to the Godzilla theme of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, like every chance I get, because that's just a wonderful theme, a wonderful main theme for Godzilla. It's ranked up there for one of the best themes for a monster or movie character for me. It's just so good. And so I would say between the Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters, I still have Godzilla, the 2014 film, a little bit better because it's a better overall movie. But if you want like rock and sock them kind of monsters just going at it, watch Godzilla King of the Monsters because you're definitely going to get that. So going into this, I was really excited, and I knew what I was getting with Godzilla and Kong. Now, I wasn't sure how they would really tell the story because from the trailers, I was kind of worried because they were kind of showing Godzilla as the villain, and I wasn't sure about that because, as we know, Godzilla is balance. Godzilla protects, the people, protects Earth. And I'm like, why are they turning him a villain? I know, there has to be some kind of reason why Kong and Godzilla got to fight. But, I wasn't sure about them kind of making him the villain. But I have to say, going into this and after watching this, I was tremendously pleased of what I got to see from that movie, from Godzilla vs Kong. I mean, the fights are fantastic. The CGI is fantastic. And I don't think this is a spoiler, but the human story, the humans are useless, to be perfectly honest. You're not, and to be honest, you're not there for the humans. You're not there for an Oscar performance because you're just not going to get that. You're not going to see someone that acted in Godzilla vs. Kong to be announced for an Oscar nominee because the script doesn't ask the actors to do that, and it's really mainly about the monsters. It's really mainly about the fights. And so really the humans is really just helping the plot push along, and that's all they're made to do. And I'm okay with that. I'm not expecting awesome performances from the humans. There are some human characters that are good, but at the end of the day, I don't care for them. They have good, they develop somewhat good, but I'm not there for them. I'm there for Kong. I'm there for Godzilla. I'm there for their fight, and so but I do have to say, the little girl that you see in the trailers, it has the connection to Kong. I really did like that. I liked that as a good part of the movie. It really felt organic. It wasn't pushed. I thought, I really thought that little girl's connection and Rebecca Hall's character, that was good. I thought it was good. And so I thought it was very interesting that they made Kong, really the heart of the story, really heart of the movie, heart and soul, because they really made him the protagonist of this story, and I wasn't expecting it. And the best I can say is Godzilla vs. Kong is more of a Kong Skull Island sequel. It's like part 2 of it. And I'm not mad at it. And I really enjoyed that, the first movie, and I think that was a smart way to go, because we already had 2 Godzilla movies, and I think that was a great idea to do, to really develop Kong even more, because he only had 1 movie, and that was like in the 70s, so you have to bring people up to speed to really get an idea what is this Kong doing and what is this Kong really like now. And so I really liked that as a part of the script, a real part of the storytelling. I thought it was good. And like I said, the CGI was good. I mean, the CGI was just mind-blowing good, especially on Kong. They really did a great job on him with the CGI. And maybe because it was, because of the pandemic, they had a lot of time to refine the CGI, and so maybe that really helped in their benefit. But yeah, the CGI was great. I thought the score was good. By the way, Junkie XL did the score. I like his score in Zack Snyder's Justice League much better than this one, because this is more of a retro kind of Godzilla and kind of score you would get, but it's hard to compete with King of the Monsters score, because that was just such a great score in my opinion. I can listen to it all day, every day. And so, yeah, that was a great score. But Godzilla vs Kong, I would say it's pretty good. It didn't blow me away, but it was good. And so yeah, at the end of the day, I really loved this movie. It really delivered when it was supposed to. It delivered on the fights, and humans were just there to really push the story forward, and that's okay. They did their job. You know, the humans were there to do their job, and that's all I ever wanted. I just wanted to see Godzilla and Kong fight. I want those fights to be epic and grand and just amazing. And yeah, so I truly enjoyed this movie. I truly enjoyed Godzilla. He was awesome in this movie. I truly enjoyed Kong. In this movie, they really gave him an in-depth kind of character. It really dove deep into his character and about where he's been, and just his whole backstory is really great. And if I was going to give a rating of this movie, I would say a solid 7 out of 10. A solid 7 out of 10. Fights were amazing. The cinematography was amazing. It gets to the point. It's quick. It's and because it's only a 2-hour movie, so you're not going to get a whole lot of dialogue. You're not going to get a whole lot of lore. You get what in this movie you get what you expect. It's a popcorn movie with monsters fighting, and you're just gonna cheer whoever you root for. You're gonna cheer for them hard, and I really think you're gonna enjoy this movie. So yeah, that's my non-spoiler review. It's gonna be a 7 out of 10 for me, and I would recommend for sure watching this as much as you can just for the monster fights alone. So yeah, that's my non-spoiler review. Now, let's get into the juicy parts. We're gonna get into the spoiler review. Now, I'm gonna warn you. We're gonna start it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Godzilla wins. Yeah, Godzilla wins. I wasn't sure how they do the fights, because there's about, I would say there's 2 fights, and between Godzilla versus Kong, and I gotta tell you right here, right now, I did not expect Godzilla to win both fights. I was like, oh my gosh, Godzilla is whipping Kong's butt. I'm like, what? I did not expect this, because I'm a big fan of wrestling. I kind of thought it would be a 50-50 booking. That means like a draw. Like one monster wins and the other wins, and they come together and, beat their enemy. And I was kind of shocked that Godzilla was the definitive winner. And they did say someone would fall. I didn't think they actually meant it. I was like, I thought both of them would fall. Like, and Kong would fall in the first fight, Godzilla would fall in the second fight, and they come together and just beat Mecha Godzilla. Mecha Godzilla is in this movie. Obviously, you already knew, because anyone that sees the trailers, it's kind of hard not to find out that he is in this movie, and he is awesome as well. And how Mecha Godzilla just whoops his butt. Oh my gosh. I mean, dude, he just goes at him, and it's like, Godzilla can barely, take a breath, because Mecha Godzilla is just going at him, is just destroying him. And in the movie, Mechagodzilla actually has, I believe it has the skull and the conscience of Ghidorah. So I thought that was interesting that they went with Mechagodzilla, because I thought they would go with Mecha Ghidorah, because I thought that would make more sense since they have the skull of Ghidorah. And so, yeah, I thought Mechagodzilla was awesome. And to be perfectly honest with you, the third act is pretty much just a child's monster dream come true. You got, the Hong Kong battle is just amazing. How the fight was kind of like an MMA fight. It's crazy, really. It's just a fantastic, fighting scenes. And I was truly shocked just how outmatched and OP Godzilla was compared to Kong. I thought, because they're kind of at similar heights, but oh no, Kong did not have a chance. I mean, not even a lick of a chance. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I thought it would be more competitive than this. It was kind of like a squash match. I'm like, whoa. I mean, I'm a Godzilla fan. I didn't even see this coming. Because obviously, I'm like, okay, Godzilla has to be Kong. Because he just came off beating a three-headed space alien dragon. And he had to go nuclear just to beat him. And he had to have help too with Mothra. So I'm like, he has to win. There's no way Kong could have won. I'm like, not like if Kong faced Ghidorah, oh, he'd be dead like in 10-15 seconds. If he can't even beat Godzilla, oh no, no. He ain't gonna beat Jack Squat. I mean, wow. I was shocked, but it was amazing. But at the end, I thought it was like good for Kong to defeat Mechagodzilla, because, I'm just gonna say again, that third act with Godzilla, Mecha, then Kong at the end, that was such an amazing fight. It's like, I felt like like a 10, 12-year-old little kid again. I was rooting, I was screaming, I was like hollering, like, yeah, let's go. I was getting so pumped, I mean, it was just a fantastic, popcorn movie. It was really the definition of a popcorn movie, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I said in my non-spoiler review, it's a popcorn movie. You just shut your brain off and just watch monsters just go at each other, and that's what they did. And Kong defeating Mechagodzilla with the help of a weakened Godzilla. I mean, it was awesome. It truly was. I mean, it was very satisfying. But I have to say, HBO Max with Zack Snyder's Justice League, Godzilla vs. Kong, they are raking it in. So good on them from HBO Max. They're going to get a lot of traction from this. And, hey, I could watch Zack Snyder's Justice League and Godzilla vs. Kong like many times over. And so, going back to just the whole spoiler talk, like I said, I did not expect Godzilla to win this handily. I did not expect Godzilla just to trounce Kong. And if you really think about it, it makes sense. He is the king of the monsters, and they really made that obvious. Like, once you beat an alien dragon, there is no one that could beat you. Now, I don't know if they're going to do more sequels to this, or they might just end it here. Because I'm going to be interested to see if they do another Godzilla movie, who would they pick to face Godzilla? Because after this, he king. He not just king. He Kang. You know, with the crown. You know, and so, I just love this movie so. I love the fight so much. I really did. It was really awesome to see Kong and Godzilla going at it. And there's actually a funny Easter egg, a couple of Easter eggs for Lethal Weapon 2 and the 60s Godzilla vs Kong, movie they did. So when you know how in the 60s version that Kong put a tree trunk down Godzilla's throat, it kind of does the same thing here with instead of a tree trunk, it's like, because you see Kong has an axe. So when Godzilla was about to do his atomic beam, fire breath, he puts the axe handle down his throat. I thought it was funny. It was funny when I first saw it in the 60s, and when I saw it here, it's funny. It's funny. I mean, it was just so ridiculous and so awesome, and it was epic. It was epic, and at the end, Godzilla walks off. Like, I did my business. I did what I had to do. Now I'm gonna go back. I'm going back home, and you go, and you got Kong. What interesting part is he's now like the king of Hollow Earth. They introduced Hollow Earth in this movie, so that's really awesome. And maybe they could do a sequel, because who knows what else is in Hollow Earth. And there's a lot you can go into with Hollow Earth, with Kong, and I'm there for it. I'm there for more sequels. I'm there for more Godzilla sequels. I'm there for more Kong sequels, and maybe in a way at the end he is King Kong, because Hollow Earth is his domain. And so, yeah, I mean, I really love this movie. I do. I really do. I do. But, hey, I want to know what you guys think. If you saw the movie, what team were you on? Were you on Team Godzilla, or were you on King Kong? Team Kong. And I would love to know in the comments. I would love to know what you thought about the movie. I would want to know what you thought about the fights and everything about the movie. So let's just have a discussion down in the comments below, and I cannot wait to talk to all of you and discuss it. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you know when more videos come out, of course. So that's gonna be the end of the review, end of the Memorial review, and all of it. And so until next time, until the next podcast, I'll see you later. Bye.